Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Age Veilguard. Last time we were just about to get going to take down the blighted dragon that attacked Menrathis. But apparently, since I quit out of the game and came back in, there's a conversation with Emmerich available, so I'm going to do that quick, and then I'll head out on my way.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
A young rebel striking from the shadows against Tevinter's empire? Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
It just kind of seems like my life.
You don't regard anything you've done as singular? Work was always my excuse not to travel, but now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis,
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Never given it much thought.
You hadn't? Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
Alrighty. Now, I can proceed to do this quest.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon. What's the situation out here?
Could be better. The Darkspawn attack, then immediately withdraw. But they never hit the same place twice. They're testing our defenses for weaknesses. Darkspawn aren't supposed to be that smart. But it's not really them thinking, is it? Weishaupt left people terrified. No one signed up to fight gods. The first warden called it the blight to end all blights. He might be right.
By my count, Elganon and Gillinane are the last two gods, aside from Solus. If we put them down, maybe this is really it. The last blight.
That... It's hard to imagine what that looks like right now.
First things first. Let's deal with that blighted dragon.
Right. We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby. Probably licking its wounds after its fight with you. We've got ballistas ready with clear shots on the tower. But it won't come into the open. Already lost 11 wardens trying to pry it out.
Only another dragon can fight a dragon in a tight space. Anything else gets shredded. No room to dodge or keep your distance. We need to lure her out to have any chance.
How do we do that?
Get me inside the tower. I've got a call that'll grab her attention.
Works for me. I sent word to the Shadow Dragons. Thought they might want another shot at this thing. Besides, figured they owed you one after you helped drive it off the last time.
And?
Haven't heard back yet. We reached out to the Veil Jumpers too, but they've got their own problems with the Venatori. Looks like it's just us.
If anyone can do this, it's us. We had your back at Weishaupt, and we've got it here.
Okay, here's where we stand. Wardens Janie and Rodri are keeping people out of the battlefield. I don't think anyone local will test their luck with a dragon, but we're taking no chances. They've already got orders to let you through.
Good. Rest of you can head to the walls. Give the Wardens all the support you can.
Whatever you say, Rook.
Good luck. To all of us.
Rook, I heard you were coming.
Dragon's right this way. Careful though, nasty creature. It's already killed 11 Wardens.
We already have first-hand experience with this dragon. We'll be careful.
Agreed. You'll find it straight ahead. Good luck, Rook. We're ready when you are.
She's still a dragon under all that blight. A wounded and angry dragon.
Meaning?
That lair is a death trap. She'll rip us apart. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack.
Sounds good.
Just make sure everyone is ready.
Are you ready?
I've got this. Just you and me now.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas! Wait for it. Wait for it!
Come on. Come on.
Hit the wings! Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls! Let's go!
Alright, here we go.
We got it out of the tower!
She's real mad. Gonna be coming in hard. You ready?
Let's go! Watch out for those claws!
Way ahead of you.
It's not happy with us! Go! Still a lot of fight left to go! We need to bring this thing down! There! It's starting to falter! Give it everything you've got! It's not getting away this time!
Get out of the way.
Set up, you do the
Whenever
rest.
you're ready.
Oh, that was easy.
Second dragon!
Press the attack! Bring that first one down!
Gillenane.
Mortals! You defied me at Whitehout! Stole my archdemon! I will have blood for that! once you are finished.
That's the dragon that attacked Treviso, right? It's got to be! Let's kill it for Lucanus.
I came to Whitehouse bearing gifts. In ignorance, you reject this world's salvation.
Oh, great.
One dragon or two.
Damn it.
Doesn't matter. Can't lose here.
What? That shouldn't have hit me. That one should have. That was my fault. Okay, I'm not doing well.
The blight can be tamed. Turn to an...
Oh, no. I just started up my ultimate. Hopefully that didn't consume the charge.
Viper!
Thought you could use a hand. Fire!
You're late!
Didn't want to arrive without a gift. Enchanted ballista bolts. You'll even pierce blighted dragon hide. Let's bring them down, Rook!
Please tell me I still have it.
My archdemon was a unique creation.
I don't. It consumed my ultimate, even though it didn't actually get used.
You will...
Okay, let's just knock your ass down, and I'm gonna continue focusing on you.
Weakening! Keep pressing! We've got it trained. Second dragon's weakening. Give it everything you've got.
There is no creation without pain, destruction, sacrifice.
First one's almost dead. Keep at it.
We'll hold them off. You take down those
It's almost down. Okay, that's one down.
Focus on the second one.
Get you knocked down.
Will tame this affliction you call light, and remake this world a pure, shining empire. All frozen, for the great.
Rook, hang on. We'll wrap this up quickly.
Got him.
For Weishaupt!
Got it.
Confidence, eagerness, all for naught. You think the blight is death. It is raw potential, a perfect tool of creation.
No! She's reanimating the dragons! We have to stop her!
Really should have aimed higher.
Gillinane's wounded. Press the attack!
stole Razakel from me, Algernon. My greatest creation.
A thrall is easily replaced. You are not. Without you, the Blight is a brute weapon. Only your hands mold it into life.
The mortals deserve worse. But we have crucial work in Arth.
After it is complete, one resists.
The Dread Wolf's influence. His presence lingers.
Ever defiant. For now.
You know what lesson I learned again today?
What's that?
Never bet against Rook. You can find the twisting path through any problem.
Too bad the gods got away, and Elganon has become bolder.
We came to kill a dragon, yes? And instead, we killed a bear.
That took 2 of the gods' pieces off the board.
And we have our revenge. And so does Treviso.
We won the day. Can't take that from us. But the dragons are only weapons. The Wielder is still out there.
How do we find them? The gods, I mean.
Gillenane mentioned something about Arlathan.
When was that?
After Elganon cast his spell, I was close enough to hear them. Didn't you say the Veil Jumpers have trouble out there, Evka?
Yeah, with the Venatori. Feels like more than a coincidence.
Finding them will be a challenge. Arlathan's enormous. They could be anywhere.
The Veil Jumpers can help us narrow the search. We help with their Venatori problem, then odds are good we find the gods' trail.
Good luck. We'll keep watch here.
Yes, much to do. If you have time for Lavendel, there's something I could use help with.
We lost a lot of wardens today. After Weishaupt, we need to be stronger than this to face the gods.
But we'll do what we can. We always do.
The wardens have your back, Rook. All the way to the end.
First time I did that quest, I was, getting my ass handed to me and was really upset that I had to fight both of the dragons at the same time.
So that's Elganon, huh? I didn't think it was possible, but we got lucky at Weishaupt.
We were fortunate Elganon and Gillenane disagreed on her attempt at vengeance. But why did Elganon let us live? We were at his mercy.
They talked to each other like we weren't even there. It wasn't until the spell started to fail that he noticed us at all.
We weren't a threat until then. He left as soon as we were. Means he's clever enough not to push his luck.
Whatever the reason, we made it through. And this time, no dragon escaped.
Thanks to Tosh.
That's why we recruited them.
So what's our next move, Rook? Arlathan, right? Help the Veil Jumpers?
Given the timing and Venatori involvement, Arlathan is our best shot at discovering the gods' trail. Of course, once we find them, we'll need allies backing us up. Those allies will need to be ready to face gods.
Elganon's arrival certainly puts a dreadful emphasis on it.
So we help our allies.
And track down the gods.
And maybe deal with our own crap when we've got time.
Right. Like Syrian.
Look, the mission's still the same. Stop the gods.
Which means?
It means we offer to help the Veil Jumpers with the damn Venatori. Then we figure out what our other allies need and help them get it.
And us?
I need you focused and ready to face impossible odds. So tell me what that will take. We've got work to do.
So Elganon finally showed his face, huh?
Now we've got to deal with both gods. And Elganon showed everyone he's more powerful than Gillenane.
You play the hand you're dealt, right? No matter the odds. True in both life and games of wicked grace.
People died, Varric. My team's still not at their best. They're trying, but their own problems are getting in the way.
So deal with those. You'll strengthen your own hand and weaken the gods at the same time.
Why would helping my team hurt the gods?
The type of people your team's having problems with, they want power. And the gods have plenty of it. Those types will crawl over to the gods and see what's on offer. And the rest, they'll just keep making your job harder.
You make all of this sound so easy.
Kid, you've got a team with a lot of complications. Sorting it all out will be the furthest thing from easy.
We've taken down an archdemon and 2 blighted dragons. That's impressive. We even made Gillenane bleed. Twice. We have to keep up the fight.
You've got this, Rook. Just fight one battle at a time.
The team survived the gods' ambush and slew not 1, but 2 blighted dragons. For the Grey Wardens, it is a much-needed bolstering of morale. For the gods, it's an insult they will not soon forget.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
It's only her eyes that glow. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Every 5th arrow that strikes a single target. I'm never gonna shoot an enemy, a singular enemy, 5 times. It's just not gonna happen. The only way that would be happening is if I go for the quick shots instead of charge shots, and I go for body shots instead of headshots. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He's got 2 in each. It's just a bigger heal. Don't need his primer, I need his detonator. Cooldown duration, detonation damage. Let's take the cooldown duration. Let's see, 4, 3, 3. Alright, so this is her detonator, which I almost never have her use. Adds burning, adds more damage for detonation. That's also dependent upon detonation. Additional damage, additional stagger, causes bleeding. Take this path because it doesn't, have upgrades that are reliant upon actually detonating a combo, since more often than not I'm going to have her prime a combo for me, rather than detonate one herself. Since having her detonate a combo requires me to use both Nev and her, so they'd both be on cooldown, and I'd rather, all that for one combo, when I find it much easier to just, prime a combo for Nev to detonate, and then have Tosh prime a combo for me to detonate, since I get to use multiple abilities without having to have a cooldown go off. And they don't, so... I can talk to everyone except Lucanus, it looks like. Gonna be picking up a bunch of side quests. So as usual, main quest is gonna be pushed to the side until side quests are done.
Remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords?
Which one? There were a few in that conversation.
The fire breather that was killing people. Veiljumpers sent word. She's in Arlothan Forest. Destroyed a village and turned it into her new lair. I've got the location from the Veiljumpers. We can go whenever you want.
It's usually one of the first ones that I do when I get this particular wave of side quests. Mostly because I just like fighting the dragons.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens? The time has come. I was hoping you'd accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit. Whenever you've time.
Pretty confident I don't have enough caretaker power to upgrade this again, but I'm gonna look anyway just to see what I'm at. Okay. I should look at actually upgrading my gear. At the very least, upgrading my weapons. Let's see. Whoops, that was wrong. Shit. There we go. Let's upgrade shit for Tosh. And then, son of a bitch, upgrade shit for Nev. Okay, then I think I do need to, yeah, put a different enchantment onto this sword. Barrier damage. Since my bow, this bow gives, enhanced damage against armor instead of barrier, I'm using the increased barrier damage here just to make up for that fact. So, small, like very small optimization, but it's something. Oh yeah, she's up there. Not in her normal spot.
I heard from Cal Sharrock about the missing dwarves. Stalguard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long.
Alrighty.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Alrighty. That one's just a conversation. Shouldn't take too long. Kind of like this is just a conversation.
Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really?
The guy stiffed me on the job. Those were good potions I used. Expensive, too.
Right, that makes sense.
How's it going over here?
It's okay. You know.
You can take my seat, Rook. I was just leaving. Belle, swing by when you get a chance. I found another set of papers for you.
Thanks, Nev. That's nice. Sorry, Rook. Not great company right now.
You just want to sit here quietly? That's fine. I can do quiet.
You're not very good at silence.
I'm great at most silences, just bad at awkward ones.
Fair enough.
So, what's bothering you, Bellara? You know, if you can narrow it down.
Nothing, Rook. Don't worry about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's Syrian. You saw who he is, what he's become.
Yeah.
He's a monster, Rook.
But despite that, he's still your brother.
I would have done anything to get him back. Even join someone like that, like Anaris.
But you didn't. You turned them down.
I did, but Rook, it was hard. I wanted my brother back. I mean, before all of this, Syrian and I were the same. Inquisitive, driven, pushing ourselves. The search for the Nadister Thalin, the archive, that was both of us, working together. I want to say I'll keep saying no, keep turning him down, but he's my brother. What keeps me from doing what he did?
You're not Syrian, Bellara. You're you.
And what if that's not good enough?
Then keep your evil to off hours. Replace Lucanus's coffee beans with hot peppers. Buy Nev a bag of wisp food. Hide Tasha's snacks.
You're not very good at being evil.
I'll work on it. I'm kind of making this up as I go.
Our team motto, pretty much.
Let's paint that on the side of the lighthouse.
I'm sure Solus would love that.
You good?
I'm good. Thanks, Rook. I'll see you later.
Jeez, Rook, I'm fine. Get the fuck away from me.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Dharma said to invite you. Someone's on his good side.
You know, normally I do the dragon first, but since I am trying to romance Nev, I am going to do this one first. Not that it matters how quickly you get to the stuff, but, I don't know, I tend to prioritize whichever side quests are associated with the character that I'm trying to romance on that particular playthrough. Alright, so gonna look around just in case there are any, Treviso has new side quests, so I am gonna have to make a trip there just to pick those up at some point. And there's some side quests to pick up in Hossberg as well.
Oscar's in Docktown. Who's our next rival?
It's just a conversation, not an actual quest.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Alia. She's loose in Docktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Alia's Venatori are at war. Quiet, of course. Neither side wants Templars on them. We stay in the Threads' graces. They share what they know.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Alia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
You're worried about her?
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
Docktown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Alia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Alia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you haven't reported it.
We're not looking for attention. Besides, what have Templars and Magisters done for us lately?
We've got you. And you won't stop looking. I've got names, missing ones, all yours. No catch.
We're local, we know that's a lie. Just give me a catch I can live with.
Have I mentioned I like you? Bring this one around more often, Nev.
This is war. We find Alia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To a better Docktown. And doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
Alright. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, do the ones of these that are not full-on quests. You know, Emmerich is just an outing. So while it is running around and doing stuff, there's no fighting or anything. You don't need a specific, you don't need team members or anything for that. Davrin's is just a conversation, so I'm going to do that kind of stuff first, just to get him out of the way, and then I'll go do the actual full-on quest type side quests. So since there's a side quest to pick up in Hosberg while I'm here anyway, I'm going to do Davrin's right away, pick up the side quest, see what it is, basically. Maybe even just do it while I'm here.
Hey there, Rook.
Actually, if this is what I think it is, I'll do this one for sure, right away.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
It's okay. We're here to help.
Nothing to be afraid of.
My name's Valia. When I heard about Wise Helped, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the Griffin eggs, before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the Wardens who were caring for the Griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the Griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the First Warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
In her diary,
Isaiah said the Blight was going badly. The Wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The Griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The Griffins became rabid. They turned against the Wardens.
So then the first Warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
I can understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
She felt betrayed by the Wardens, forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she'd left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Careful. He's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he? I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davron's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other Wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Hey Dad, you know those containers you made for some of the Wardens' joining lists?
What are you after today?
Alright. Fairly certain he doesn't have anything new that I am interested in. I will upgrade Davron's weapon now that I have more money, and it's not going to be as much of... You know, it's not going to be putting me out as much as it would have before. Just like I'll buy this as well. Then I'll go grab the side quest. I'm pretty sure this is the one for defending the village, so I'm going to do that right away.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
I won't let these people get crushed. If Lavendel needs help, they've got a shadow dragon on their side.
What is it you say to each other? Bring the light? We could use some.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
I have a feeling he's right.
Fine. I'm great, the plan's great. Let's hope we don't die.
You are, it is, and agreed!
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
I'm on it. We can do this.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
Evka and Antoine.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
You know, he's surprised. Okay, maybe that's just how he looks. I was gonna say he's surprisingly old for a warden. Wardens don't typically live that long. They usually get their calling long before they get to that point.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
We've got you. Let's kick some ass.
Yeah. We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
Okay, I actually have money, so I could check on you. Well, not check on you, I'm gonna buy your inventory, basically. All the stuff that's actually worth buying. Okay.
Well. Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is good. Whatever happens, we won't lose the village.
That's right. Tell Evka we're ready.
We should get back to Evka.
Nothing we can do. I think
Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here. Sounds like it came. We can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel is the only place with life left in it.
And this Shadow Dragon made a promise. We keep people safe. We're under fire. We're not at the hook yet.
Ow. Okay. Oh, now he's hiding.
I'm ready. Let's finish this. We'll fight all of you.
Oh my word. I fucking hate the shit that they spawn. The way it's just instant stagger the moment you touch it.
Be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there, or head to the farmlands.
There's no point in going to the caves, they just tell you that they've got everything handled. And then you end up having to go over here anyways, so I always just go straight here. I've tried doing this in a number of different ways to see if it would be possible to do the second round of fighting at the caves, and it just doesn't seem to be a thing. Doesn't matter what order you go to the sentries when checking in with everyone. And the first attack is always at that spot on the right, so... Need to get rid of this asshole. Need to get rid of both of these assholes. They are just annoying pains in the ass. There we go.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Yeah, I probably could have taken those ones myself too.
What is it? Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
He expended all of his arrows and only retrieved one.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
He's holding his bow still, but he ditched his quiver.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
If we're giving Evka credit, then I won't argue.
Fine. Credit taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject...
Right. Antoine, you sensed something strange. What was it?
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know... pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Antoine, are you okay?
What? Yes, of course. I'm fine. We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
Now, I believe there is still another side quest here to do. It's just going to be running around killing some groups of enemies, and that'll be it. But thanks to Evka's plan and the bravery of both the Wardens and the team, Lavendel was saved from Darkspawn. But while the village heaved a sigh of relief, the whispers in Antoine's ear became even more unsettling. Within the Blight, Antoine could hear a call. A mystery for now. I can't read, apparently. A mystery for now, it suggested further evil lurking in the wetlands.
Antoine, what's on your mind?
Alright, spend this level up. And then go look at the map to see if I'm right about there being another side quest here, or if I'm thinking of something that comes later. Aha! I was right. And I'm also gonna hop down here because there's gonna be a chest here I can go collect the contents of. Then I'll go pick up that side quest. There we go. I'll take a look at it. But, oh wait, no, I'm wearing medium armor, so I don't need that. I can come back up here to get this quest.
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack Wardens on sight, even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Alright, time to go kill some mercenaries. And that is the entire quest. You just show up, kick their ass, and then go back.
What about the Wardens? Huh?
Light is distracting them.
Mercenaries.
Take whatever you find. Already on it. No witnesses. Take whatever's on. More profit works for me.
What's behind you?
Ooh.
Gordon Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it. Killed. These aren't Darkspawn wounds.
No. This was murder. Damn mercenaries.
We got the last warden. We've got you too. Whenever you're ready.
Nice move, bro.
Excuse me. He did not block that. I shot him in the head. His shield was not guarding his head.
This isn't the last of them. They're down.
About to get fun.
Got us from a distance.
Finish it.
They're more than I thought. I've got the setup.
Ready for you. That's it for the mercenaries.
The Wardens had enough to deal with.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
Alright, and that's an easy side quest done. Although I did not put on a very good showing there of combat skills. Whooped ass when it came to the Darkspawn attack, but then just kept getting shit on by the mercenaries. Enemies that can parry me and spam on unblockable shit, I tend to have trouble with.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that too.
Follow me and we'll call the boss beneath the creek.
That's the chorus? The tune sounds so sweet.
Alright. Make one last stop to the merchant here, just in case I picked up anything during this time that sells well with the Wardens. Doesn't look like it. No. Alright, so that's it for Lavendel for now. I'm gonna go do the dragon. Before I go do the dragon, I'm gonna stop by the merchant here, see what I have to sell.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can.
Just one thing, apparently.
Till next time.
We just fast travel here. And it's dragon fight time. Eventually, at least.
Alright. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hossberg.
The dragons we fought in Hossberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf. A big wolf. Fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said the dragon's a fang scorcher? What are they like?
Fire breather. Related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. including us.
And depending on which answer you give here, your Rook will have a different attitude about fighting the dragon throughout the entirety of the quest. Even affect some post-quest dialogue with Tosh. I like to pick this one because then your character is excited about fighting the dragons.
I'm ready. How do we start?
First rule, shut up so the dragon doesn't hear us.
Got it.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us. Hey, Nev. You okay to go up against the Fang Scorcher?
Why wouldn't I be? I fought that blighty dragon in Minrathous. Why not another?
Because of your dress. It's pretty. I don't want it to get all scorched.
Oh, it's woven with enchantments to make it resistant to fire and lightning. It should be fine. Also, it's technically not a dress.
Okay. I don't really do clothes. Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed, it doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
Interesting. You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
Will it do the thing where it flaps its wings and makes a whirlwind?
Maybe.
What about shooting its tail spikes like arrows?
Dragons don't do that.
Depends on, you know, kind of which universe you're working with. They definitely do that in How to Train Your Dragon. The Jumper's Deft Leathers is one of the best armors you can wear if you're gonna go the full-on archery route. I don't remember all the effects that it has, but it's really good for that.
Everyone heard that. Hunting call. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
I felt it all the way down to my toes.
Yeah, it tingles.
Motherfucker, pick up the damn thing. Thank you.
Wait. Antal.
Antal? What did they want in Oliphant Forest?
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
Bet they didn't count on your sharp sense of smell.
Come on. We can circle around.
What the shit?
Hit them where they're not expecting us.
Oh, you bastard. What are you doing getting blown into an area where I can't just run up and hit you?
Everyone all right? What did the Antam mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villagers somehow, to lure you out here.
There's someone called the Dragon King.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them, turning them over to Gillinane in exchange for power. Hisra Marluk Voshvatari Brock! We knew the Anton were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there.
For some reason I don't remember which way I'm going.
Alright, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. It's on you and keeps burning. More on top.
Here we go. Obvious boss arena is obvious. Okay. I apparently dodged it a little too early. Time to run away like a little bitch. Someone was getting their ass kicked a little too hard. It's time to start being a pussy. Better start paying attention to the ground so I can avoid this. Ow. Time to run away again. Heaven forbid you stand and fight. Pussy.
Enemies in range. We're under fire.
Yeah. Damn it. I thought it was done. You are such a pussy. No, she won't be recovering.
Chakra Toebra. Chakra Chakra to Ebra! Today, you're dragon slayers! Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there.
Got it.
Let me know when you're ready to get out of here.
Yeah. Lots of loot to pick up first. No. Not only are the stats just worse, but it weakens your damage per shot and makes you fire more arrows at once. Which theoretically would make it, so you deal more damage. Since you're using 3 arrows at a time, each shot is doing, a little bit more damage than it would normally. Even with the 50% damage decrease, but still don't think it's good enough. Especially considering how much stagger I would lose by switching bows.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Let's head out now. Trophy from the Fang Scorcher.
She was a good fight. You gonna be a big dumb puppy every time we hunt a dragon?
If you say every time, it's just like, ooh, that means we get to do it again, right? Or something along those lines, but...
I'd love to tell you no, but realistically... at least I'm being honest. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are?
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does. So I don't want the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath?
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
I've seen you get angry. When we first met, I saw you wreck those Arntom who were after the Vincimer.
Assholes.
But you've got it under control.
Barely. I can get this rage where I just have to break something and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Arntom would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
You never will be. This whole team is here to make sure that never happens.
Yeah?
Same as we do for Lucanus with spite or Harding with her stone powers. You are Kunari. You have the discipline to use those feelings when they help you and control them when they don't. I mean, we just killed a dragon thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that? Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Arntom. They mentioned the Dragon King.
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillinane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The trap had failed. The Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.
Tosh and the team were victorious and the Fane Scorcher was slain, as were the Antam who lured the dragon as bait for their trap. It isn't clear what the Dragon King wants with Tosh, but he clearly has not given up. Okay. So it's a good thing that I'm here. Mostly because I can go to the merchant and then, sell the dragon stuff that I've got so far. Gets you a lot of, lots of faction power for the Lords of Fortune. 75, 75, 75. That's 225 faction strength right there that I didn't even really have to do anything to get. They're almost at max power. Their power is as high as it needs to be for story purposes. You can see at the top there that faction strength is at excellent. 3 stars is the highest it goes. But once I max it out, I'll be able to get access to the 4th tier weapons and whatnot. In case there's anything there that I want. Mostly going to end up being that, probably. Does beg the question of where's my Shadow Dragon loyalty at? Not nearly as high. I'm kind of curious as to if I can max it out if I just go there and sell everything. I don't need to do that, but it is something that I would want to do. Okay, so my next stop is going to be probably Treviso, so I can do the side quests that I have there. But first I'm going to hit the Crossroads Merchants just to see if there's anything there that I haven't gotten yet. At some point the shops there stop updating, but I just don't know what that point is, so I'm going to make my way there to check on them again. This is the one that I can get faction strength for the crows for, so I might as well do that. Oh, so, my word.
Rich, even though you're a mage?
No. Why? You think I look it?
Your dresses are pretty.
Thanks. Little secret, my best coat was a gift. Saved a warehouse from an arsonist. The tailor was grateful. And your outfit includes more jewelry than mine.
Huh.
So yeah, apparently I was missing something really good, being an ass load of mementos. Wonder how much caretaker power that got me. I don't remember if I can check that in here. I can. I'm getting pretty damn close to having that maxed out. Four, okay, 4 points in all of those. That is your detonator, so I don't care as much about that. Okay.
The fools. They bring blight to a city of assassins.
See, nothing new there. And it's highly unlikely that this last merchant here is going to have anything new. No. But it was definitely worth swinging by just to grab all those mementos. Now I'll swing by Treviso, do whatever side quest I have here. Okay.
Did you see the letter from Hausberg?
And the warden spared time for us after Weishaupt?
I will not discourage them.
Rook, we have news about the Antam's experiments with Gatlock.
What's happening?
They're working with Venatori to set off these new and improved explosives across the city.
The Antam will claim it was to scare away Darkspawn, while they destroy areas loyal to the Crows.
Our agents cannot be everywhere. I will mark several locations where they store this Gatlock. Destroy it, discreetly.
So Tash, I've been thinking about what you said about Tevinter fashion. A nice outfit lets people know you're under the protection of someone powerful, that they shouldn't cross you.
Like the Lords of Fortune wear trophies.
Sure, but in Minrathous, sometimes it's a bluff. People in Docktown might dress nicely, but no one is watching over them.
You are.
I'm trying.
There's the experimental Gatlock. Looks like the Venatori and Antam are guarding it. They haven't set it up to explode yet.
All in one place. Makes it easy.
Keep away from the Mage's Gatlock. It's not settled.
Okay, I tried to dodge that, but apparently it did not like me pressing the dodge button.
Something's ready.
We need to get rid of the rest of this Gatlock. Okay. That's all the Gatlock here. On to the next spot.
Good. Needed some action.
Over there. More of that Gatlock, but then towards it stronger.
Just sent them all off the cliff. Okay, I definitely parried that one.
Finish it.
Okay, just one more pile of Gatlock to deal with.
Here's hoping. This new stuff doesn't seem as stable as the old Gatlock.
Yeah, this one made Gatlock so effective is how stable it is. This one makes C4 so effective is how non-reactive it is until you trigger it.
So, the Dragon King.
Stupid name.
Maybe, but nicknames say something. About your reputation, or who loves you, or a story that stuck.
What if he nicknamed himself? People do that. Like Cutter.
Then it tells us how he wants to be seen.
He's a little guy trying to look big.
I wonder if it might have been quicker to just fast travel somewhere closer to this one. It definitely would have been, considering how there's one right here. Whoops.
There's that last cache of Gatlock. And the Anton of Veilguard on there.
Okay. It is really annoying when you're stun locked and you can't actually attack someone, or not attack, when you can't avoid an attack because you're staggered for whatever reason. It's one of the things that makes shield enemies, or enemies that can parry you, so damn annoying. Let me move, motherfucker!
Time to finish it.
Everybody good?
There. We've gotten rid of the last of this new Gatlock.
Venatori and Anton didn't like working together. No surprise there.
And the magical Gatlock seemed to be a bit of a bust.
And they won't be making another batch anytime soon. Treviso may be blighted, but no one's burning down any part of it.
And that looks to be it for what I can do here for now. But that did push the crows to the point of where it's almost done. Not that it matters how upgraded the shop is, since I don't have access to it anymore. At least, not really. So I'm actually going to go to Docktown for the moment. And see just how much I can gain by just selling what I've got. Again, it's not something that I really need to do. I mostly just want to have access to the 4th tier shit.
Get the new supplies. New wares today, just for you.
I'm just gonna sell everything. Technically, it's more than I need. But, it's faster that way. A lot faster. Cold steel is not one that I really have any interest in using. Definitely want this. Grabbing this, grabbing this. And I'm definitely not taking that. So yeah, the 4th tier shop wasn't really worth it for the most part.
See you again.
But it lets me do a little bit more customization back at the lighthouse. I could change that wolf statue over by the workshop into something else. Whatever the shadow dragons have. You know, something shadow dragon related. Or maybe even just specifically to Vinter related. Lots of new conversations to have. I can pick up a side quest over here. It's going to be another dragon fight, if I remember right. Lots of conversations and more side quests to pick up. Yep, that is another dragon fight. Which again, wouldn't be a bad idea to do.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
If that's what he wanted, why imprison you? Why not just kill you? No offense.
It's a fair question.
Death was the original plan. This one doesn't waste those with potential.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon? Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Alright. I will get moving in a second here, but I was hoping I would have time during that whole cutscene and everything to refill my pillbox, and I was apparently wrong. I almost got it all done. I just now finished up the third med that I need to put in there. Okay, let's see. Motherfucker. Fuck the damn codex, it's so annoying sometimes. Alright, go talk to Belle next. Finish filling my pillbox during that conversation, hopefully. I only have one more med that I need to get in there. I'm not going to be able to do that. I am going to change this. I think this is the Tevinter one. It's definitely one that I haven't seen before, so that leads me to believe that. It's weird that the Tevinter one would be Andraste focused. Like, I know Tevinter has their own version of the Chantry, the Imperial Chantry and everything, with the Black Divine. You know, like, Tevinter basically doing everything they can to set their version of the Andrastian faith apart from the rest of the worlds, so they have a male divine instead of a female divine.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Yeah, 1 second here.
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Baron Tetris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
You gotta wonder what the fuck that even means. A powerful but properly contained tingle. What the hell even is that?
Supper in Docktown?
What's the occasion?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure. Count me in.
Equip that. That is definitely the first thing I'm gonna do, considering how that is the quest that will cement the relationship with her.
This is where we eat.
I see. Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
We made food. Here, Iskap. Made it myself.
You remember the recipe on your own?
You've been hammering it into me for 20 years.
It could use more ginger.
Whatever the Qun demands.
Evitash has never been interested in Kunari traditions before now.
Perhaps Tosh paid more attention than you thought.
She did not. Is this your influence? Or that of the followers of the Qun?
The followers of the Qun?
Have they asked you to soften her to the Qun? Do they want to lure her back?
Neither. Thank you for asking.
Then why have you pushed her to this?
First, I didn't push Tosh to anything. And second, I thought you'd be pleased to see Tosh showing interest in Kunari heritage.
Evitash is a Dari. I removed her from Parvalin for a reason.
But all the lessons, all the Kunari culture.
An error on my part. I was never taught how to be a mother. under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here's the ginger.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatosh, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
This is just new for her. You need some time?
No. It's okay.
Tosh.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
You know, there are people who criticize this particular scene, mostly because of the way Tosh, you know, talks and acts, saying that she's not acting the way Kunari are in previous games, and it's just like, well, she's not Kunari. Kunari are people of that race who live under the Qun, and that is not her. The reason the Kunari, act the way they do, being the whole stoic and, whatnot personalities, is because of the teachings of the Qun, which she has not had. She is Ravani, mostly. She's like a mix of Ravani and Kunari. She's got some of each, and that's why she doesn't act like a basically full-blown Kunari would. And people criticize it, saying that it's unrealistic, and it's just like, no, it's not. She was raised in Ravane. She's acting the way a person would. Kunari aren't the way they are just because of the race that they are. It's because of, how they grew up, what they learned, what they, the values they were taught. All of that comes together to form the stoic, dispassionate warriors. And that is not something that Tosh had. So her acting and behaving like, any other person would is not unrealistic at all. It's, how she would act. The same could be said for your character in Inquisition if you chose to be a Kunari, because you as a Kunari character who grew up, if you choose to be a Kunari, it's said in, the little origin that the game gives you that you can read about your character's backstory, that, you did not grow up, under the Qun. Your parents were Talvashoth and you were raised that way. That's why you don't act like other Kunari. And I just think it's stupid that people criticize that scene for those reasons when those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. People are just like, oh, she's acting like she's talking to her mother in that scene. It's just like, well, that's exactly what the fuck she's doing. You're upset because she's doing... Well, I guess at that point she has already been, considers herself non-binary, so I'm using the wrong terminology there, but at that point they already, at that point they're already talking to their mom. I completely lost my train of thought because I caught myself saying she and whatnot again.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take Hassan to the woods in Arlington soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Yeah. And just basically saying, being upset because Tosh is acting the way, you know, any other person would in that scenario, because they are just like any other person, basically. And it's just kind of stupid, the arguments that people make as to why Tosh should be acting more like, you know, Kunari who actually live under the Qun. Yeah. Anyway, I could probably continue ranting about that for quite some time. Because a lot of people give this game more shit than it deserves. And Tosh is one of the main, you know, reasons that they say the game is so bad, and I just don't think it's particularly warranted. So maybe I defend Tosh more than I should, but I don't know, I like Tosh's character, even if some of the stuff involving, some of the scenes involving Tosh are very, very poorly written. Like, admittedly, some scenes involving Tosh are written just incredibly stupidly.
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Still get time with you. Can't say no to that.
Because our time in the city is always a breeze.
If we ignore the Venatori and the demons, and you're easy to get along with.
Well, put it like that, and I'd have to say likewise.
Things could go great. Anything can happen.
Well, look who has a bright side.
I can when it comes to you.
So what now?
Anything you want. Name it.
I could use a walk and some rocks.
Rocks?
That's right. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
You know, they tried to play this whole thing out like it's supposed to be some big surprise as to why Nev wants rocks.
Look at this fine rock.
But the moment I started picking up rocks...
This is quality Minratha's gravel.
Well,
aren't you the expert?
not when I picked up rocks, but the moment she said she wanted rocks, I knew exactly what was going to be going on. It's like, she obviously wants to skip rocks.
Plans go well for us.
Well, I trust you then.
All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
Yeah, they're trying to play it up like it's a big mystery that you're just gonna sit there and skip stones.
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good. Still trust I have a plan?
I'm with you either way.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Nev Gallus without a mind racing. I hardly know you.
Aren't you clever?
So, what are you thinking?
You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done here? What sticks? If people like Aelia come back for more... I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabbed me in the back.
Not on my watch. I'm here for you.
I'm getting that impression. Oh, this is crazy.
What?
Getting mixed up with me.
Nev.
Or that I want you to.
It's not crazy.
There's a lot to lose.
Isn't there always?
Have I told you your trouble?
You've got something.
Maybe. Come on. Well, ready to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You've got something on Aelia?
We were watched.
By the cat?
Sure. I mean at the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Vitaris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Vitaris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
I'm with you. Let's see what's there. What's the plan?
Vitaris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me in peace. Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. You bet. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. Got it. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Vitaris. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall. Look, I realize you just kissed a girl, and now I've got you chasing leads.
I realize I kissed Nev Gallus, and this is part of your charm.
And I thought you were sweet before. Sure thing. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out.
A bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
I'm so sorry.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia cozied up to Algernon, an elven god might know the trick. Or something close he could trade as our legacy.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people... It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't...
You'll catch Aelia again. Docktown's got someone looking out for them. They'll see that.
Will they? Who got us, Bataris?
I know. But Aelia plays dirty. Maybe we should play clean.
I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
You're not alone.
That's how it is. How it's been.
I know. But it doesn't have to be, not with me. I mean it.
I know.
After a break at the docks, Nev returned to the scene of the relic deal to search for leads on Aelia. She picked up on several remnants that revealed Aelia's plan to perform a blood magic ritual using Docktown's missing people. Nev questioned her place in Docktown and if she could really help, but she also realized that she's not alone. No, what she's got is better. And now I have a new side quest available over there. So I might as well do that since I'm here.
So, you and Rook? Nice.
I've got the feeling I missed something.
Adari. I can smell it.
Thanks, Tosh. Well, that's...
On both of you.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
Thanks, Tosh.
Gonna drop down here, so I can drop down here, so I can drop down here and kick some ass! Sneak attack! At least it should have been, realistically speaking. Stop deflecting everything I fucking do.
We're dropping like flies.
Got it. I've got the setup, you do the rest.
Rook, nice one.
That was weird. Gotta close the distance again.
And now Venatori? What's going on? Finish him!
Oh, that did not kill. I kind of thought it would.
Got him ready for you. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
They talked about shipments.
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Uptown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it. The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. I thought the Shadow Dragons were keeping an eye on it, but let's check, just to be safe. Let's look around, see what we find.
Could have sworn. Oh, there it is.
Well, that's not good. Sounds like blood magic. Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this. Low tide beach. Let's go.
Just drop down here.
All set.
You'll leave Dogtown to us.
No! We'll go to the shadows.
Take the shot.
Do not fail the clock.
It's really good to get rid of those annoying dual-wielding guys.
That's these Venatori down.
The more scattered we make the cult, the better for Darktown.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on. You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
Venatori. It's always the same old tune. Do you have somewhere to go? Someplace you'll be safe?
I don't know the city.
Go to the docks. Ask for directions to the pawn shop. When you get there, tell them Gallus sent you.
Alright. I believe that's all I can do here for the moment. Yes, no more side quests there. Nothing there. Oh, love that glitch. Get rid of those. Alright, let's see. Looks like there are 2 more side quests that aren't really full-blown quests, so I'll do those. And then start on the ones that are actually quests.
Finally got the rubble cleared.
No. I almost started some main quest shit.
You need me for a fight. Hassan can get the gate.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine the mighty hunter hanging out with deer.
Not everything in the forest should be hunted. Eldrin taught me that. He was like an uncle. Hassan, hang back.
Shit, I accidentally cut him off. Yeah, let me just picking up some loot and stealing Eldrin's shit, presumably.
Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
I knew a Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be hidden.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
And can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
I guess we'll have to let them work that out.
Careful of the antlers. They do the deciding. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
What was Davrin like back then?
We don't need to waste Eldrin's time with...
He sang a lot.
This guy?
He'd sing to the holler.
You mean the Grey Warden standing next to me?
Now, hold on. I'd get tired trying to herd them. I started humming to keep myself awake, and they slowed down to listen.
So naturally, you broke out into song.
Only when humming didn't work. Just getting the job done.
And now the job is caretaker to a griffin.
Hassan's got him wrapped around his little talon, searching all over for gingerwort
Yeah, Eldrin's heard enough.
Davrin, the truffle hunter?
Oh.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some holler to find.
Davrin, I'm glad to see you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
Okay, what do we do?
Find some stonewood, a marble tree, and bannerberries.
I thought we were looking for Holler.
A lot of people would go chasing after them, running around, getting nowhere. Holla can keep that up for days.
Maybe you could sing to them.
I'll go right on pretending you didn't say that. Trick I've learned. Ringing the dinner bell's a lot easier than searching the whole damned forest.
Here we go. Found a maple tree.
See if it has a dead branch.
Got it.
It's hollow, right? When you blow through it, it mimics a hollow's call.
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea.
Here, some vannaberries.
Sweet as candy. Holla lapped them up.
Interesting. I wonder what they taste like.
Don't even think it. Uncle Eldrin let me try one once. As a lesson. It lasted an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps.
Ugh.
Uh-huh. Great for Holla. Bad for people.
Over here. Stone root.
Dig up a few. Good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Holla mating scent.
I thought we were ringing the dinner bell.
Maybe it's a romantic dinner. Time to get out that marble.
Trying to be careful not to pick shit up too quickly. Try not to cut people off when they say shit.
That and not, I'm hungry for venison. It's on the other side of this.
And then I just cut Davrin off.
Could be Holla.
We've got a griffin. A song could track them.
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Holla?
Probably not, but he's never seen one. This is a good spot. Lay out the stonewood and bannerberries. Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor. It looks sick.
It's okay. We're here to help. How do we help?
Look around for more vannerberries. Asan, don't you even think about going after...
Davrin, remember, trust.
Right. Turlum. Okay. Asan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Asan just bring it some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
Something new every day. Wish it could always be like this. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a Holla.
And the appetite of all three. You found your Turlum.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good. We'll need to tell Eldrin about this Holla.
So your uncle is quite the character?
Eldrin will drink you under the table, then the floor, and bury you in the basement as a joke. Most of my clan didn't understand why I left. Eldrin had an open mind, saw I was restless.
He approved?
He knew I had to find my own way, though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous?
Too much darkness. Eldrin always preached balance in life.
Not something Grey Wardens seem to know much about.
We reek of darkspawn all the time. Guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
Ability cost refunded on impact. Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I'm not getting that 30% ability damage bonus, considering how all my equipped abilities do not share the same type of ability. I mean, theoretically, I could get that to happen. I would have to ditch this one though to get a tool ability, which I think I could theoretically do, get another tool ability, but yeah, I could use that instead, but I'd rather not. Especially because that's a detonator and not a primer. I don't think I would have a tool ability that is a primer. Not a tool ability. That is a tool ability, and it's a primer, so I guess I was wrong. I could. But that applies weakened. What does this apply? Sundered. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to combo with Nev if I took that one. I think weakened is detonated by warriors. So if I were to run this, it would actually be smarter for party composition to use both Tosh and Davrin, which I don't like the thought of, considering how warriors don't actually have access to a good healing ability. They have the war cry, which will take the attention of enemies for a while, and you'll get a very small amount of healing during that once you've upgraded it enough, but it's not as powerful as the mages or the rogues' healing abilities. So yes, I could theoretically get a tool ability that is a primer, but it's definitely worse than just foregoing that 30% bonus. And yeah, that looks like that's about it. At some point I should play through the game actually using a specialization of my faction rather than just picking a specialization. Because there have been very few instances where I actually have done a specialization that lines up with the faction that I'm in.
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more vanberries.
Hassan took care of it.
A griffin helped to holler?
It's like he was a shepherd. I couldn't believe it.
Remarkable.
Nothing about that in the training manual.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought Darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
A creature of the wild, free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
I'm proof that anything can change. Don't know if it's for the better.
Nothing about change is ever certain. I once knew a restless young elf who believed there was more to life than shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature to surprise us.
Maybe you're right. See you around, Eldrin.
Davern helped an old friend, Uncle Eldrin, by feeding a starving Hala. Surprisingly, Hassan pitched in and fetched berries for the poor animal, showing a side of Griffins not seen before. Okay. Three, four. Okay. This is his detonating ability, which he will not be doing when I have him in the party. Well, that's already probably not detonate from detonate. All of those are focused on detonation, so I'm taking this one. Yeah. Ready. Just make sure that that is a full-blown side quest. I am going to do that one probably after I do this one, though. I've got Emmerich's thing to do here. I think this is the closest one.
I've nearly finished the chant at the start of the storm.
I'd be happy to assist on it. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture. Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Lich. That's Old Tavine for corpse, isn't it?
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Well, not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Well, that's great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good?
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Start moving, Emmerich. Faster than that, please.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from Lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die, permanently, during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for Lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for Lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure.
And I need to be careful not to go too fast here, because if I go too fast, I'll cut them off.
Johanna attempted the rites of Lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
Oh, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the Necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of Lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting Lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear, and of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volcarin, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
Emmerich reflected on his desire for lichdom and the dangers he'd face becoming a lich, while gathering flowers in the Grand Necropolis Gardens. Placing a bouquet on his parents' graves, the senior necromancer mulled over his past and future, grateful to have company. You know, if I were to play through using specializations associated with the faction I was in, I would pretty much never play as a Lord of Fortune. Because the Lord of Fortune have a warrior specialization, and it isn't really much of a specialization. You basically completely ignore... you basically completely ignore specialization stuff and hit things with your weapon. And they have a rogue specialization, which is actually the one that I'm using right now, and for the most part you completely ignore the specialization and hit things with your weapons. Which, you know, while still fun, I do like having, like, the specialization type stuff. You know, the extra effects of playing a certain way, rather than just swing at things. You know? Okay, I don't think there are any side quests that aren't more involved, so I'll do this one first. Recommended level 30. That was quite a while ago. I'm 40-something at this point. I question how you even get this quest at that low of a level. I went to the wrong place. I was supposed to go to, Oh, no, I didn't go to the wrong place. I forgot that I have to interact with basically a bulletin board first. Oh, shit. Ah, motherfucker.
Come on over to get ripped and equipped.
Nothing that gets me more with them. But I'll probably max them out once I finish this quest.
Storm Riders get really possessive about their hordes. She'll be tracking the scent of anything that got taken.
Looks like the...
Alright, here we go. grab this first.
No sign of treasure here. Maybe in the wreckage nearby.
Nice. It's not very often that I end up,
They're slick, but that's just barracks. Papers call me all sorts of things. So do the Venatori when I'm doing my job right. For the most part, I prefer Nev.
Okay. Most of the time I don't end up getting the treasure on my first attempt because the location of the treasure is random every playthrough, which is kind of annoying.
Good.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Rather than fight them, I'm just gonna fast travel to the next area. Saves a little time and some minor annoyances.
Cataranda threw that ship like a toy.
Yep. Lightning dragons get real mad when you go after their treasure. Looks like something took the treasure and buried it.
Please be the right one. Fuck. Every time you're wrong with one of these ones, you have to fight fucking deep stalkers. It's really annoying. Holy shit, there we go. Put your damn weapons away.
What? It flew off with the treasure.
Dragons aren't the only ones who like to collect anything shiny.
Need to grab this. I mean, I don't need to. Let's hope I get this one on my first attempt as well.
How about a trade? A nice shiny coin for that dirty old treasure.
We have to pay you? I feed you breadcrumbs every week.
Oh, nice.
This is all of the treasure stolen from Cataranda.
Let's get to the beach where I lured the Vincimer. Plenty of open space for a good fight. And be ready with poisons. The lightning dragons are more sensitive to poison than most.
Yeah, I might be a rogue. That doesn't mean that I'm doing poison. But I think they just mean necrotic damage, which didn't even used to exist. It used to be spirit damage instead. This is actually the first Dragon Age game where it is necrotic damage instead of spirit damage. And unfortunately, this dragon is also going to be a pussy. Once its health gets low enough, it's going to fuck off and just refuse to actually fight. Yeah, off she goes, running away. Coward. afraid to stand and fight. Get out of the water. What the hell did I get hit by? I'm gonna start running away again. Gotta be as much of a pussy as possible. It just vacuumed me backward. Did you see that? Okay. Okay. Quit running away, you fucking pussy. Got her.
Good fight. Good fight. We just took down Deathstorm the Storm Rider. We are drinking for free tonight.
And there's treasure caught in her scales. Huh.
Yep. Storm Riders carry around bits of their hoard. I think maybe they get worried when it's not with them.
Okay, grab the last one from up here. Okay, next levels I can make my way over to the adrenaline here. That'll take up 2 more skill points, put me at 45. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the last 5 skill points after that. I see. Not gonna use that weapon. Don't want to piss away all my arrows for a little bit of extra damage, because I would like to still be able to fucking shoot them when necessary. No. With Cataranda, the Storm Rider finally defeated, Ravania's ships can sail safely again, and the storied treasure has been claimed. It's a shitty sword. It probably looks cool. From the icon, it looks like it's kind of like a fancy-looking cutlass, which would make sense since we're in Ravane. Okay.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
That's why you brought me.
Ba, 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 ba. That's for area abilities. I need tool abilities.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go. I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
I don't mind a few shadows, but that's dark.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Yeah, look at all this lyrium. It would be killing Nev if you follow the lore from, I think it was the Lyrium Codex entry from the first Dragon Age game that talks about a mage making contact with raw, unprocessed lyrium is fatal.
Right. Bye now. Stay later.
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing Kalsharok.
We should head this way. Harding, if you please.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there.
Look at all the red lyrium.
We've got you.
You. It's you.
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Storgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Just rest. You're no longer in danger.
Something's still out there.
But it's not after you anymore.
I understand. May the ancestors be with you.
We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Stay here. You'll be safe.
Come on. I know there's more missing.
Mining equipment. Really old mining equipment.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
Dragged away.
We have to find them.
Oh yeah. Excuse me? You know, it is actually kind of annoying how many things that you need to shoot in this game, considering how the warriors have the dumbest projectile in the game. They just conjure a shield out of nowhere and Captain America that fucking thing. It's idiotic. It's so dumb. I think they should have just given warriors a crossbow instead. You know, rogues can have a regular bow, warriors could have had a crossbow. And then mages could still keep the laser beam that they normally have. But they definitely should not have given warriors a magical Captain America shield that, when fully charged, will bounce between enemies, hitting multiple of them. It's just... it's really fucking stupid. That's my biggest problem with when I play as a warrior. The whole Captain America shield thing. It's just incredibly dumb.
Keep looking.
Now demons? The veil's thin here. Gives them a shot to break through.
Ow. Holy shit, the game got really loud on my end all of a sudden. Had to turn down my headset. May have gone too far in the opposite direction. Enough with all the unblockable shit.
Stay here. You'll be safe. through here.
There we go, that turns on that zip line if for some reason I wanted to go back towards the beginning of the area.
Someone else is close by. Come on. You're safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
Blocked. Harding, can you... Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
This doesn't feel like the Red Lyrian.
I question how you don't understand what she means when she says that she didn't open it. I mean, it kind of explains itself. It wasn't her. Tried to parry that, didn't work. Would you fucking quit throwing shit, asshole? Great, we're gonna do this annoying shit. And it's just fucking blow his ass up.
I think this is the last one. I think that's Veilguard.
Let's see. That's just straight up damage. All damage, so I'm definitely gonna equip that one. Specifically ranged damage. I think I'm gonna replace the ranged damage one with the ability damage one. There we go. I apparently missed one in the chest piece section. Alright. Put your fucking weapons away.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We had to do something once we knew you were in danger.
You are both fools, and I am forever grateful for it.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Fun?
It was not fun.
Yes, I... Never mind.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
You seem far too relaxed for someone about to face something that wants to eat you.
I'm terrified. Don't tell the others.
Secret's safe with me.
I'm ready.
Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Am I just seeing things? Those crystals look like veins.
It's because they are.
The heart. That's where I have to go.
Why do you think they're referred to as lyrium veins? Lyrium was the blood of Titans.
I don't understand.
It, looks like you. All right, everyone, breathe. We can handle this.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left.
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out.
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
Please, like we're abandoning you.
What's she doing?
She'll bring the cabin down, or worse. We have to get to her.
Rook, the place is collapsing.
We're not leaving Harding. We can still get through to her.
See you later, bitch. That did not knock you off the edge like I thought it was going to.
Harding! This has to stop! You'll kill us all! Don't you understand what they did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still! Why should they
Get fucking annihilated.
Harding! You have to stop, or you'll kill us all! I told you to run! We don't leave people behind.
I remember all of it. Everything the Avenurus did to the Titans. And now the world will remember.
You know, I just noticed this now, but Lace and I are wearing the same armor, just hers is a different color scheme.
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you. That was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Veilguard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
How are you?
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
Trust yourself. I do.
You're just a bottomless well of support, aren't ya?
I try.
Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
Harding returned to the deep roads to rescue innocent dwarves who had fallen prey to a shade from the stone. Confronting the shade, Lace learned that it was born of her own misplaced rage at the fate of her Titan ancestors. Acceptance of the truth in her own shadow self has given Harding complete ownership over her Titan gift. What this means for her remains to be seen. Okay, let's see. She's got one of the best hero of the Veilguard skills out of like everyone that I've ever looked at. First of all, her healing ability has a shorter cooldown, but then she deals increased damage with detonations, and like everyone gets just a straight 20% damage bonus and a 15% cooldown reduction. It's insane how stacked that skill is. It's just so good. Significantly better than if you take her on the other path, which is to, when I had the option to tell her to remember who she is or to honor the Titan's anger. If you tell her to honor the Titan's anger, she gets a significantly worse skill. This one is just absurdly good. Yeah, that's something that I had not noticed before, is that, like I said, we have the same armor on, just with a different color scheme. You look at her armor, and then I tab over to myself, and you'll notice it is exactly the same. The only difference is that hers is primarily red and gold, where mine is primarily blue and brown, with some silver. But she's going to be not wearing that. I just need to head up to the wardrobe room to have her put on her Hero of the Veilguard armor.
Balara.
There we go. She puts her Inquisition armor back on this path. Whereas if you have her honor the Titan's anger, she gets Kalsharok armor, which means she also gets armor with that looks really stupid because it has fucking toes. Shit that looks like that, basically. It's just so dumb having armor that has toes on it. She's like, who thought that was a good idea when designing that? Kind of like how most of the Dalish armor results in you having no shoes on, which is just also really stupid. They're not fucking hobbits. They don't have leathery feet in order to compensate for not wearing shoes. I can go talk to Nev, I can go talk to Lucanus.
I hope so.
Shit. Nev is not in her usual spot. Wait, yes she is. I remembered on my way over here that it's a conversation with her and Emmerich, so I thought I needed to go to Emmerich's room instead. And then I remembered that it is, in fact, where she normally is.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
Ugh, I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
Well, if anyone's gonna gather clues from the dead...
I helped the Navaran city guard a few times, but a long-lost crime from the heart of Tevinter.
Let's not oversell it. You ready?
By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises. Return and speak.
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
I'm a shadow dragon too. If you started a job, let us finish it.
By the pacts of the Watchers, we would not ask, were it not important.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for Blood Mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The Shadow Dragons will get him to safety.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich.
So you're making dinner for the team twice?
Everyone has to eat.
Yes, but you make fancy dishes with names. I cook whatever I find in the pantry and hope no one dies.
Cooking is just a hobby. Sometimes it's good to do something that isn't work. I've never really faced any problem too big to solve. Now there's Spike, the god's Treviso. It's hard to ever feel you're doing enough. But here, now, I have people I can care for. Something as small as providing a treat feels big enough to matter.
Okay. Well, that leaves the main quest. I believe. Let me just hover over other places to make sure that there aren't other side quests I neglected to pick up. Need to go here. I forgot that killing that other dragon put the Lords of Fortune at max, so I can go rank up the shop and grab anything else that I need from here. Fucking talk to him!
Come on over to get ripped and equipped.
Makes me think that there isn't a Ravane theme for the lighthouse. The fact that there's only something to replace the wolf statue.
Get you at the hill.
Okay. Oh, it went too far. So I still need 650 caretaker power to max out the workshop. This quest is probably going to be what finishes out the episode.
We need that report Iron was asking.
Strife, I got a tip there might be trouble here in Arlathan.
You're just in time. We've got a problem.
I was out with a scouting party, and we spotted the Venatori moving into the area.
They're being directed by Elganon or Gillenane. They have to be. The Grey Wardens warned us the gods were heading to Arlathan, but why bring the Venatori?
We don't know. That's where you come in.
Well, that sounds like trouble. How can I help?
Nip it in the bud. Don't let them stir up anything worse.
I'll give you the rough location where we sighted them, but you might have to search beyond that.
They want something, and we need to know what they're up to.
I'll find out what it is.
Feel free to take out as many of them as you can. This is our forest.
Okay.
The forest smells wrong. Dead stuff. Or burnt. I don't know.
A lot of bad history in Arlathan. War, blood magic. I'm sure some of that's stuck around.
Erlen was right. There's our Venatori.
Let's kick him out.
Okay. Quit running away, you fucking bitch. You're such a coward. At least this one had an excuse for running away. As a squishy mage instead of someone who actually is supposed to stand and fight. How did that hit me? I was out of the AoE. Alright, there we go.
If I didn't know better, I'd say this was Dalish.
They got it from somewhere. Maybe a Dalish camp nearby.
That can't be good. We need to find the camp. Let's go.
I've heard Venatori will sneak into Arlathan to steal relics, but this... Unless that's exactly what the gods have him looking for. Something old and precious.
We've got more Venatori.
This must mean we're headed the right way. Arlothan Forest is as weird as ever. Come on. Rock seems stable enough. Let's get through here.
I wonder if they were expecting this to have been your first time even coming to this area. Considering that line of dialogue, as though you hadn't seen this shit floating here before.
Careful. There's Venatori ahead.
We'll handle them.
Yeah, I don't care.
You look like a veil jumper. What's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Wait, rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Ireland and let them know. Damn it.
That worked out. Keep going.
And looks like that one. At some point, I'll probably memorize which ones I actually need. Make this a lot less annoying.
They wouldn't come here without a reason.
I don't think this is random.
There they are.
What do you want? Why'd you attack these people? Not soon enough. I still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. The bridge is out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There's not much time to
I
find
hit the damn button to pick up the thing, and instead of picking it up, she just fucking jumps into the river. Fucking asinine. I hate that the activate button is the same as the jump button. Because it results in that happening way too often.
You hear that? Sounds like someone's in trouble. Come on.
There's a lot more of these assholes.
I see them. We have to end this. Leave this camp alone. Come and try.
Not on my watch. Finally stop talking.
Okay. Trying to dodge attacks and it just doesn't.
We might not stay alive. I never
I offer no mercy.
Excuse me? I hit that thing. No, look at how much lower stagger that is. Don't fucking climb, damn it. It is unfortunate that they're kind of just done with this game. They've already said that there's not going to be any DLC. Which is a damn shame. Considering how every other Dragon Age game has had DLC. And it'd be nice to see some of these technical issues get fixed. But it's not gonna happen, so just gotta deal with it as it is. Climb the fucking ladder.
Now let's see what they've done with the Dalish.
Okay.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
Starts with this one.
Good luck. Shouldn't be hard.
No, it's not hard. It's just tedious to look at and compare them all. That's why I need to memorize the actual fucking order. Not that one, not that one. Looks like this one. And it's finished with this one.
Alright, that did it. Let's see what she has to say. It's okay, you're safe. What happened here?
That veil jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? What kind of Vashadan is this?
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around. Just some mud here. But it looks like there's some kind of glass here too.
Huh.
Some papers here, but nothing useful. No mention of a location. Well, doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
And they might have a larger camp nearby. The Dalish could be there.
Well, maybe Strife and Irulan can make sense of this.
Oh, look who's here.
Over here. We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
These Dalish were caught by surprise. One survived, but the rest...
Will live just long enough to be sacrificed. Even for the Venatori. This is evil. Where did they take the prisoners?
The Venatori didn't come very far, we know that. And we found this weird glass they tracked in somehow.
Glass? That could be from the Arlathan crater. It said that Tevinter blood magic used to be powerful enough to fuse sand into glass.
It's not too far from here.
If the Venatori took the prisoners there...
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
The Venatori have taken Dalish prisoners into Arlathan Crater, and the team must prepare a rescue mission before it's too late. Okay. Pretty sure new side quests won't show up until this main quest is actually finished. Go ahead and get all this shit marked as seen. Then there'll be a few conversations that need to happen at the lighthouse to get the next main quest ready to actually do. So I'll be doing those conversations, but then the actual main quest part will be saved for the next episode. See, and I leveled up. I'll be able to grab that. I might end up grabbing this, not because I plan on using it, but because grabbing this will give me an additional 15% ability damage. Which also gives an argument for picking up that. And that. You know, like every ability you pick up will give you further ability damage. The charged bow damage would be a good idea, so would the weak point damage. Barrier damage would be a good idea. Ooh, I definitely need to get that. Upgrades tool abilities, which is 2 of what I use. Anyway. I say it every time, but I could sit there and look through the skill tree for a very long time planning shit out.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Just make sure, there are other conversations to do first. And based on the exclamations, there are other side quests to do before this one. Before this story mission actually continues. Which are probably still going to be saved for the next episode, unless there happen to be some that are, you know, short enough that they can be done now.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
I'm surprised she took the bedroll. I've seen her sleep on roots.
I don't sleep on roots. I sleep amidst the roots. If you do it right, it's like being cradled. A tree hug. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Okay, Emmerich. I'm not saying bring 0 books.
Well, certainly.
But sketch a little. Birdwatch. Ask Harding the names of plants.
I suppose I did ask if she'd show me around Ferelden.
Because Ferelden has the best woods.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
Sorry, is now a bad time? I can come back.
It's not great, but later won't be better. Syrian. He wants to meet, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared. Loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded, focused, made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Anaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him...
Syrian must be working with him for a reason.
I'd like to believe that. It'd make this easier. When I thought he died, it almost broke me. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him. Convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
I'll hide in the bushes with my bow aimed at his head, and, you know, when you don't convince him, I'll just let it fly. Would be the most practical solution.
There's something I need to do back home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just chasing Aelia. It brings a lot up. If you're around, maybe. I'd take the company.
Sure thing, Nev.
Like you have to ask.
You hungry?
Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago. Katerina is alive.
What? How?
Zara's carcass told the truth. Ilario didn't arrange Katerina's death because he spirited her away. Katerina has been a prisoner in her own villa, with Ilario as her keeper.
What matters is that she's alive, and we know where she is. So let's go get her.
Ilario is making his move. He's hosting the talents of the crows at Via della Morte. All of them.
That's a good way to get himself killed. Unless he's got something up his sleeve.
Maybe he thinks his blood magic will be enough to control them all. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Elganon?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
It'll be slow going through Treviso.
Not for us. We're going by water, and Spite is keen to get this done.
Then let's make this a night to remember.
Hey, Rook. Have time for something outside the lighthouse? I was going to head to Arlington with the sun. See a real sky again. You're welcome to join us.
Alright. Now, most of these are just straight up conversations. 3 of them. Lucanus's quest is a full-on side quest. And I will be doing that one before I do that story mission, but... with how close this episode is to the 4-hour mark, I'm probably going to end it here anyway, even though I could probably get a few of these done before it gets to the 4-hour mark anyway. Especially with 2 of them being in Arlington. But, I don't know. I try to keep them all around 4 hours if I can. Some of them get ended sooner. You know, some of them go longer, but this seems like a good place to stop it. Series should be almost over at this point. You know, I'm guessing maybe somewhere in the range of 3 to 5 episodes to finish, if even. So, provided I do an episode every day that I'm not working, it could be done within a couple weeks here. You know, I've got tomorrow, the day after, and then I'll have work the next 5 days before having another 2 days off. So I could theoretically get this done within, you know, like a little over a week. So, I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. But I am going to end this episode here. Just going to drop a save real quick. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.